Now then, what about this? It's a very busy night of VFL football. And I'm thrilled to say we are joined, Becky, by a man here who was managing in the Championship earlier this season. And here he is. He's with us live tonight. And he's José Gomes. José, great to have you on board tonight. You're going to be part of the Sky Sports team for tonight's live game. Your former club, Reading, of course, playing Queen's Park Rangers. Where do we begin? How do you describe your time at Reading? Because when you went there, you got the place going. It looked like relegation. All of a sudden, under you, they started going like this. Yeah, what did you do?
It was really amazing. When I arrived, I left Rio Ave. We were fighting for the European places. Everybody said, "You are crazy. You leave this club fighting for very, very high challenge and targets, and now you go to a team that is fighting for the relegation to try to save." I arrive and a lot of pessimism around, no hope at all. The players, the fans, the board directors, and the good thing, the players really bought my ideas and we saved the club. It was amazing. We arrived with 9,000 people in the stadium. And we finished with 20,000 in the stadium. The Majeski is 24.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And we finished the season celebrating, you know. And the fans gave us in the end of the last game at home the Portugal Day. They take the flags, you know. It was really amazing.
That was really in your honour. They celebrated Portugal Day with all the Portuguese flags. I don't know if you saw it, Becky.
That was a
wonderful gesture.
Wonderful. So I just take positive things from Reading and for this first experience in the English football that I really love. The atmosphere around, you know, the way that the people live the football. We cannot find this anywhere.
It was a great time. I wonder what you did. What did the players give you then? Because as you rightly say, when you arrived, not good. Pessimism, and you're right about that. That's a perfect word for the mood at Reading when you arrived. Then you changed it. What did you say to the players to get the reaction you got?
First of all, I told them that we couldn't expect from anything magic in January maybe we could bring new players, and we brought 5 loan players that did really well. They adapt really well, the way that we integrate them, and they also help the team to go up. But the solution should come from the players that were there in that time. So the togetherness that we conquer because they bought my ideas was the reason of the success. And looks a bit strange, a football manager saying what I will say now, but I think was really the love that saved the club. The love that we create between everybody, the love that we create about our process, the love that was the responsible to bring in the people who work in the office, and usually they didn't feel part of the process. And we start working with everybody, integrated everybody. And in the end was a conquer that we achieved this together, not only me.
I mean, you obviously had a great relationship with the players. Some suggestion, perhaps, that the team played somewhat naively under your managing skills and on the whole. But what do you think the reason was ultimately for you losing your job?
Well, this is, you know, football is. This is part of the football. We have the owners, you know, the way that the clubs are organized right now. We cannot be naive thinking that English football, we can find, like in the past, projects that 20 years, 10 years, this already finished. You must get the results yesterday. So I think it was their mistake, but it's my opinion. It was their mistake. They sacked a very good manager. So,
of course, you would have to think that.
This happened in a lot of clubs, but we gave to the work that we did in Reading a very strong basement for the future.
Sure. And the future now is under Mark Bowen, who was already working at the football club above you when you were there. Now,
yeah, and before last season, he came like a technical advisor, you know, to help, and he really helped.
Yes.
This season, because the club didn't have any sport director, so he joined us like a sport director. He was doing very well, and now he's the manager. But this
okay,
is...
So how do you feel about that, Jose, leaving and Mark is still there because he has assumed the job now?
Well, like I said in the statement when I left, I really wish to him and to all the people that helped me during the time that I spent there, all the best, because I love the club and I really love the fans. It was amazing the number of messages that I received from the Reading fans. And they really said, we are completely against the owner decision. So
yeah.
The support that they show, the love that they show, it was the result of what I mentioned before. You know, they give me back what I gave to them.
But
yes,
there have been reports as well, haven't there, that Mark Bowen perhaps instrumental in the fact that you were sacked in the end. What do you make of those reports?
Well, you know, everything that I can say now about this issue, you know, is there. I really hope that he can do a good job. Actually, I think that with this squad, with the basement that we create, he has conditions to fight for very important thing for the club in the future. And this is the most important thing. How the things happen is part of the past, and now we need to give to the players a good moment and let them relax and just focus in the football. Don't bring more problems to the club. They don't need. We just need to give them positive things, and I really believe that in the future they will achieve this season. They will be fighting for the promotion. Yeah.
Do you know what, Jose? I read your statement when you went, and you're a very honourable man and a very dignified man. You point blank refused to say anything negative about Reading.
I can't. Look, it was my dream to come to England. And Reading opened the door of English football for me. I said to my players in the day that I said them goodbye, I cannot forget any face of these players, because they were the first players that I've been working in England, and I won't go on in England. So this was a very important step for my career, and I just have positive things to say about the players, about the club, and okay, the fans, they were amazing.
So what's next for you then?
Well, I hope that the English market reserve something for me in the future. I really believe that this will happen. But in the meantime, I don't know what happened. Now I just to pick my stuff. I go to Portugal again, eating good fish, and waiting for the next offer.
But it's here. You want to manage here because you love English football now. I know that, don't you?
I love English football. I love English football. The atmosphere that we live, we have in the stadiums, we cannot find anywhere else.
Yeah, terrific. Josie, good luck tonight. We're watching you, working on the Reading game. Great to have you here on Sky Sports News tonight.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Fantastic speaking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, as we said there, Josie is going to be in studio tonight to see his former club Reading travel to Queen's Park Rangers. And Josie, I'm quite sure, will be rooting for a Reading win. Coverage gets underway from 7 tonight. Sky Sports Football and Sky Sports Main Event.
No Premier League side has conceded fewer goals this season than Sheffield United.